Yeah, you guys ready? Everybody good? Everybody ready for story time? Everybody, you ready for story time? You ready for story time? Are you ready for story time? Are you ready? Are you ready? Hey, Ori, what are you doing back here? Get down here. Hello, friends. Hello, little friends. Good evening. Happy. What's today, guys? What's today? Somebody tell me. It is Thursday, April the 30th. Let's see what our unicorn says today. We haven't read our unicorn in a while, have we? Says, dopeness is a mindset, and you never forget it, my friends. You are dope, and you have to remember that you're always dope. Even when you don't feel like you're dope, you gotta tell yourself, I'm dope. Okay? So remember that, friends. Tonight, we are reading Mufaro's Beautiful Daughters. It's an African tale, and it is written by our friend John Steptoe. Are you ready to read, friends? Oh! We never introduced our uni friends, did we? I just realized that. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me introduce you guys to all of our friends and all of your friends. Tis Coco. Say hello, Coco. Fifi. Y'all tell Felicia hey and tell Felicia bye. You get it? You get it? I know. Her name is Fifi, guys. I know. Don't judge me. Shiloh, of course. Shiloh. Luna. Because there's a book written about her. Go check it out on Amazon and everything else that it is. Or you can just get it from me. Juicy K. And this is our little lightning bug. You say hi, little lightning bug, guys? Oh, look at little lightning bug. She loves to come out and play. All right, guys, you ready to start reading? All right. Mufaro's Beautiful Daughters. It's got some pretty cool art, too. Oh, sorry, Fifi. Am I blocking you? Here, let's get you. There you go. There you go, girl. You good? All right. All right. A long time ago, in a certain place in Africa, a small village lay across a river and a half-day's journey from a city where a great king lived. A man named Mufaro lived in this village with his two daughters, who were called Manyara and Nyasha. Everyone agreed that Manyara and Nyasha were very beautiful. Manyara was almost always in a bad temper. She teased her sister whenever their father's back was turned, and she had been heard to say, "Someday, Nyasha, I will be a queen, and you will be a servant in my household." "If that should come to pass," Nyasha responded, "I will be pleased to serve you. But why do you say such things? You are clever and strong and beautiful. Why are you so unhappy?" Remember that dopeness is a mindset? Manyara needs to remember that, huh? "Because everyone talks about how kind you are, and they praise everything you do," Manyara replied. "I'm certain that father loves you best, but when I am queen, everyone will know that your silly kindness is only a weakness." Oh, the nerve. You got a mean big sister or a little sister? Yeah, I got a nice little sister. She's pretty sweet. I love her. Nyasha was sad that Manyara felt this way, but she ignored her sister's words and went about her chores. Nyasha kept a small plot of land on which she grew millet, sunflowers, yams, and vegetables. She always sang as she worked, and some said it was her singing that made her crops more bountiful than anyone else's. Whoa. Ooh, she's got a lot of flowers. One day, Nyasha noticed a small garden snake resting beneath a yam vine. "Good day, little Nyoko," she called to him. "You are welcome here. You will keep away any creatures who might spoil my vegetables." She bent forward, gave the little snake a loving pat on the head, and then returned to her work. From that day on, Nyoko was always at Nyasha's side when she tended to her garden. It was said that she sang all the more sweetly when he was there. Oh, you see the little snake? He's a friendly snake, so it's okay. Mufaro knew nothing of how Manyara treated Nyasha. Nyasha was too considerate of her father's feelings to complain, and Manyara was always careful to behave herself when Mufaro was around. You got a sneaky big sibling or younger sibling that acts normal when your parents come around? Yeah, I know that one too. Got a couple of those. Early one morning, a messenger from the city arrived. The great king wanted a wife. The most worthy and beautiful daughters in the land are invited to appear before the king, and he will choose one to become queen, the messenger proclaimed. Mufaro called Manyara and Nyasha to him. It would be a great honor to have one of you chosen, he said. Prepare yourselves to journey to the city. I will call together all our friends to make a wedding party. We will leave tomorrow as the sun rises. But my father, Manyara said sweetly, it would be painful for either of us to leave you, even to be a wife to the king. I know Nyasha would grieve to death if she were parted from you. I am strong. Send me to the city and let poor Nyasha be happy here with you. I don't know if she has pretty good intentions. Mufaro beamed with pride. The king has asked for the most worthy and most beautiful. No, Manyara, I cannot send you alone. Only a king can choose between two such worthy daughters. Both of you must go. Manyara's not gonna like that. That night, when everyone was asleep, Manyara stole quietly out of the village. Oh no! She had never been in the forest that night before, and she was frightened. But her greed to be the first to appear before the king drove her on. In her hurry, she almost stumbled over a small boy who suddenly appeared, standing in the path. Please, said the boy, I'm hungry. Will you give me something to eat? I have brought only enough for myself, Manyara replied. But please, said the boy, I'm so very hungry. Out of my way, boy. Tomorrow I will become your queen. How dare you stand in my path? Oh, she is really mean. Shouldn't be mean to people. After traveling for what seemed to be a great distance, Manyara came to a small clearing. There, silhouetted against the moonlight, was an old woman sitting on a large stone. The old woman spoke. I will give you some advice, Manyara. Soon after you pass the place where two paths cross, you will see a grove of trees. They will laugh at you. You must not laugh in return. Later, you will meet a man with his head under his arm. You must be polite to him. How do you know my name? How dare you advise your future queen? Stand aside, you ugly old woman. Manyara scolded and then rushed on her way without looking back. Just as the old woman had foretold, Manyara came to a grove of trees, and they did indeed seem to be laughing at her. I must be calm, Manyara thought. I will not be frightened. She looked up at the trees and laughed out loud. I laugh at you, trees, she shouted as she hurried on. It was not yet dawn when Manyara heard the sound of rushing water. The river must be up ahead, she thought. The great city is on the other side. But there, on the rise, she saw a man with his head tucked under his arm. Manyara ran past him without speaking. A queen acknowledges only those who please her. She said to herself, I will be queen, I will be queen, she chanted as she hurried on toward the city. Uh-oh. Didn't that lady tell her to be nice? Manyara didn't follow the rules. Nyasha woke at the first light of dawn. As she put on her finest garments, she thought how her life might be changed forever beyond this day. I'd much prefer to live here, she admitted to herself. I'd hate to leave this village and never see my father or sing to little Nyoka again. Her thoughts were interrupted by loud shouts and a commotion from the wedding party assembled outside. Manyara was missing. Everyone bustled about, searching and calling for her. When they found her footprints on the path that led to the city, they decided to go on as planned. As the wedding party moved through the forest, brightly plumed birds darted about in the cool green shadows beneath the trees. Though anxious about her sister, Nyasha was soon filled with excitement about all there was to see. They were deep in the forest when they saw the small boy standing by the side of the path. You must be hungry, she said, and handed him a yam she had brought for her lunch. The boy smiled and disappeared as quietly as he had come. Later, as they were approaching the place where the two paths crossed, The old woman appeared and silently pointed the way to the city. Nyasha thanked her and gave her a small pouch filled with sunflower seeds. The sun was high in the sky when the party came to the grove of towering trees. Their uppermost branches seemed to bow down to Nyasha as she passed beneath them. At last, someone announced that they were near their destination. Finally, they're making it. They're almost there. Nyasha ran ahead and topped the rise before the others could catch up with her. She stood transfixed at her first sight of the city. "Oh, my father," she called. "A great spirit must stand guard here. Just look at what lies before us. I never in all my life dreamed there could be anything so beautiful." Ooh. Arm in arm, Nyasha and her father descended the hill, crossed the river, and approached the city gate. Just as they entered through the great doors, the air was rent by piercing cries, and Manyara ran wildly out of a chamber of the center of the enclosure. When she saw Nyasha, she fell upon her, sobbing. "Do not go to the king, my sister. Oh, please, father, do not let her go," she cried hysterically. "There's a great monster there, a snake with 5 heads. He said that he knew all my faults and that I displeased him. He would have swallowed me alive if I had not run. Oh, my sister, please do not go inside that place." It frightened Nyasha to see her sister so upset. But, leaving her father to comfort Manyara, she bravely made her way to the chamber and opened the door. But Manyara looked scared, huh? On the seat of the great chief's stool lay a little garden snake. Nyasha laughed with relief and joy. "My little friend," she exclaimed, "it's such a pleasure to see you, but why are you here?" "I am the king," Nyoka replied. And there, before Nyasha's eyes, the garden snake changed his shape. Uh-oh, you remember her friend Nyoka? "I am the king. I am also the hungry boy with whom you shared a yam in the forest, and the old woman to whom you made a gift of sunflower seeds. But you know me best as Nyoka. Because I have been all of these, I know you to be the most worthy and most beautiful daughter in the land. It would make me very happy if you would be my wife." Oh my goodness, look at the king. The snake turned into a king. And so it was that, a long time ago, Nyasha agreed to be married. The king's mother and sisters took Nyasha to their house, and the wedding preparations began. The best weavers in the land laid out their finest cloth for their wedding garments. Villages from all around were invited to the celebration, and a great feast was held. Nyasha prepared the bread for the wedding feast from millet that had been brought from her village. Mufaro proclaimed to all who would hear him that he was the happiest father in all the land, for he was blessed with 2 beautiful and worthy daughters, Nyasha the queen and Manyara, a servant in the queen's household. The end. Oh, I love that story. Oh, look at that. See the peacock? Oh, did you guys enjoy your story tonight? Did you enjoy Mufaro's beautiful daughters? You did? I loved it. This is one of my favorite stories growing up, guys. Like, my favorite. So, I remember my dad reading this and me reading it back to him as I was growing up. So, I hope you guys enjoyed your story tonight. And I will see you guys tomorrow night around 8:30. We'll try it. And we'll see you tomorrow. Sleep tight. Have a wonderful, 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 fun Friday. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your night. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Don't bother the parents too much. You can bother them a little bit. It's okay. They need it. They know what they signed up for. Okay? So sleep tight, my friends. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Good night.